Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Good morning. We are here. Yes, we are. We are going live over all the socials. Yes, I see it coming up. I see them coming up right now. Of course, we're on Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, Roku channel, Maximum TV Network, X, and TikTok. And as always, I am checking the traps. Instagram is up and running on both of them on Sports Talk with Kamau, Felix, and well, as well as my personal page, Kamau Williams 72. I am Kamau Williams, one half of the duo of Sports Talk with Kamau and Felix, and I'm here getting ready for another great day of sports. We've had a great week of sports. We got some hard working folks out here, and today starts the only eight. The only eight. I know it was the final 16, so I'm gonna call it the only eight moving forward on this Thursday morning takeover. Yes. So as I really quickly look at all our socials to make sure everything is up and running, I'm very confident that everything is well. Let's see here. Make sure everybody can see everything where we are. That's right. Facebook is there. Right. Yes. We turn down that volume over there. Let me go to the YouTube verse. So let's get in here. Get rid of mosquito. All right. YouTube is up and running. Yes. Let's get to LinkedIn. Don't worry, we're gonna get to the sports, but we got to make sure we up and running. If I'm paying for all these different areas, they got to be working. If I'm paying for it, they got to be working. They got to be up here. All right. LinkedIn is working. That's right. That's right. And last but not least, let's check TikTok. We got to check TikTok. So follow us on all of them. Not only we need you to follow, not only need I need you to subscribe. Depends on whatever the different uh, platform that you're on. Do all that good stuff. All that great stuff. Save them. Tell people that we are here. Let me get to the live feature on TikTok so I can find my live. I'm gonna be the there I am. All right. We on all of them. We running. We rolling, we rush. All right, let me get to my agenda. I already got my agenda set up here. The World Cup only eight today. France and Morocco this afternoon. Let's see here. Where are they playing? They are playing in New England Stadium. Like what they call it, the Boston Stadium. What are they calling it? Because you can't call it Gillette Stadium because it's in was it New England Stadium? Is that what they're calling it? France and Morocco. I like this matchup. France is the prohibitive favorite, but I like Morocco. I'm gonna go ahead and do my prediction right now. I like Morocco on this one, 2-1. For whatever reason, it's something about this. I like the Moroccans. 2-1. I'm gonna go Morocco. MOR 2-1. We're gonna talk about that on Saturday, of course, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern, over all the socials. With when Felix will be back with us for that show. But I got a feeling that's going to be a game that's going to be over pretty quickly. As a matter of fact, I think it's going to be 2-1 in the first half. And it's going to stay that way going to the second half into the extra time. Let's see here. Also going in, we have Spain and Belgium tomorrow. Spain might be going home. From what I can see right now, if it plays out the way it's, let me look at the bracket. Let me look at how the bracket sets up. If I'm looking at the bracket, I can easily see Belgium playing against Argentina for the championship. Norway and England playing on Saturday. Argentina and Switzerland on Saturday. If I'm looking at that bracket, I can easily see um, Belgium playing against Argentina for the championship. That's my guess right now. I'm gonna write that down, and we're gonna talk about it again on Saturday as we look at the 18th and 19th for the championship games. In the championship game is in Miami. No, it's not Miami. It is in the New Jersey Stadium on the 19th. So it's getting down to the end. And I was enjoying having 3 games a day on TV, looking up and having them on in the background and watching those games go down. And now it's 1 game today, 1 game tomorrow, 2 games on Saturday, and then quick little break for the quarters. Excuse me, for the semis, the 14th and 15th, and then the 18th and 19th for the third place, and then the championship. World Cup is captivating. I didn't think it would be as much, but I'm into it. I'm into the uniforms. I'm into the stories. I'm into all the travel, about people selling. One guy sold his house. He had a couple houses. One country, he sold his house, one of his houses, just to come to the U.S. to be for the World Cup for the time that the World Cup is going on. I got to meet a gentleman at the baseball game from Israel. He traveled to America to see World Cup and caught the Tigers versus the Texas Rangers. So hey, it's truly a world sport. His team wasn't even in it at the time, but he was here to see the World Cup. So kudos to that young man. Good morning, big brother. Good morning. Detroit Will 313 on the Facebook side. On YouTube, he's coming in on YouTube side. So go ahead and leave a remark. No matter where you are, if you're on TikTok, if you're on Instagram, leave us a remark. Let us know you're here. Follow and share and like it, and let everybody know we're here. If you're on YouTube, go ahead and follow us over there. Subscribe. That's the word I'm looking for. Subscribe. I'm gonna make sure I start putting our LinkedIn in the chat. I got a LinkedIn. A link tree, so that'll take you to all of our socials. All of our socials. So we will make sure we are keeping up with that as well. Let me keep going with our agenda because we don't have a lot of time this morning. And NBA got a crazy 16 trade that happened. And man, so let's see here. Let's get to it. Let's get to the people. Let's see here. Dallas Mavericks receive Santi Aldama and lose Chris Middleton. And the Pistons receive John Collins, Gary Harris, and Torian Prince. They lose Isaiah Stewart, Chris LeVert, and 2 second-round picks. The Clippers receive nobody, but they're going to lose John Collins. So that's money for the Clippers. That means money. The Milwaukee Bucks receive Chris LeVert, 2 second-round picks. They lose Torian Prince and Gary Harris. Grizzlies receive Isaiah Beef Stew Stewart, D'Angelo Russell, and a future second-round pick and future second-round pick swap. And they lose Santi Aldama. And the Wizards receive Chris Middleton, and they lose D'Angelo Russell and the first future second-round pick and future second-round pick swap. And it's a lot of money being exchanged in between a lot of those teams. 6 teams, a lot of money in between, cap space, and it's a crazy thing you see on draft day when the commissioner said there's a trade been happening to be finished later. And this is the finish later. So they came back and the GMs worked it out. The bean counter sat down and looked at all the dollars and cents, and they made it happen. And it's very rare to see 6 teams like that get together and make that kind of a move. Most of them in the on the same side of the. So that's not even. It's half. It's 3 and 3. I was going to say three in the East, 3 in the West. I was going to say it looked like in the beginning more teams in the East, but it looked like it's 3 and 3. If I'm doing a quick computation for leagues, but hey, it's that time, and now we got summer league. Summer league started the other day. There's a couple of different leagues. The big main one in Vegas. I think that when those games start today, and so we're gonna be on the lookout for that as the World Cup ends. We got another thing going on, and also the African Championships normally happen around this time. I normally pull those up on the NBA channel, and those guys have a lot of athleticism. They can't shoot a jumper to say they like, but you talk about some getting up and down the court and dribbling skills, but they can dunk it, but they can't shoot a jump shot. A mid-range shot, not gonna happen. 3-point shot, clank. But I'm telling you, give them guys about 7, 8 years, it's gonna be trouble. It won't be an American player in the NBA. They're gonna go and take all them guys out, the world championship teams in Africa, and they're gonna be over here playing basketball. I can tell you that now. So all those parents out there with their own AAU teams, if you're not teaching skills, if you're just trying to win, we worried about winning like they're doing on the soccer side. That's how they've been talking about on soccer, how the academies, they're not teaching anything. And I've been saying that for years. I say it almost every time we talk about soccer. There's a bunch of 4-year-olds in a circle at 8 o'clock in the morning kicking each other in the shins instead of the soccer ball all year round. And they're not teaching them nothing. And the men's program is not excelling. For whatever reason, those women's programs are. Because they're doing this. They make sure that money resides in their pockets. So these until they learn, you got to teach. And, I know you want to win. I know we hyper vigilant about winning here. Americans are winners. Yeah, and I talk to coaches all the time. Coaches say, "Hey, what's your goal? Are you developing or are you winning? What's your goal? What level is your team?" I had an issue with a team I coached in the past. They were a lower level team. I said, we need to concentrate on development because you want your daughter to make varsity in 3 years. No, we want to win, coach. Okay, this team ain't built to win. Coaches don't want to win. No, that's not the issue. The team, you got to be realistic about what you have on your team. And a lot of people don't want to do that. Hey, we're winners here. We're USA. We're Americans. We're winners. Okay. Now your daughter sitting out, didn't make her varsity team, didn't make her JV team, had a good freshman output. She's not developing. She has to be able to go back and compete against the girls on her team who are playing high-level volleyball than your daughter. But hey, I didn't know what I was talking about. I didn't. That's all right. Life goes on, and I'm still smiling. Ding! All right, moving on. What else we got here today? We talked about NBA free agency. We're going to close out today with women's basketball. WNBA has been going on strong. That's why I've been wearing my Dallas Wings shirt today. Let's see here. Last night we had some games. Golden State toppled Toronto. Let's see, Minnesota toppled Connecticut. And LA beat Indiana. Speaking about winning, they think Indiana's supposed to win every game just because they show up. That's not happening. You gotta play to win out there. All right, tonight in Seattle, playing against in Atlanta, Indiana's in Phoenix, Las Vegas is in Portland, and on Ion Friday night, Golden State is at Connecticut, Dallas is at Toronto, and Chicago is at Los Angeles. All righty, we coming up on that time to get out of here. But we will be back this Saturday, 10 a.m. Central, 11 a.m. Eastern on all our socials. Facebook, YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, Twitch, Twitter, Roku channel, Macro TV Network, and on TikTok. Thank you guys for showing up with me with this morning as we go through our Thursday morning takeover. The only 8. Who you got in the soccer? I'm gonna put some polls up on the socials to see who you guys want to see win. Like I said, I got Morocco today. Over France 2-1. France, they even though they've gone to the only 8, they haven't played up to their potential, and I think it's going to catch up to them today. I truly believe that's going to happen, and so the Moroccans are going to take care of business. All right, everybody, time for me to get out of here so I can get to where the money resides. Y'all be safe. Have a great